Okay, YouTube, Zam, it's your boy Zell back with another one. In this video, Espinoza made Ramirez quit in the sixth round. Um, should Espinoza move up and fight Navarrete or Shaki Foster? And this was definitely a solid night for boxing between um, the Navarrete Valdez, Espinoza Ramirez, and then we had Hitchens versus Powers. So it was a good, big night for boxing. Let's get it. First of all, Espinoza made Ramirez quit in the sixth round. And the crazy part is they was competitive until then. The fight looked like it was evenly matched. It was just picking up. Usually them first couple rounds is fill out rounds. You trying to get the other guy's timing down. But um Espinoza caught Ramirez with a right hand. I believe. I believe it was a right hand that didn't look violent. It didn't look violent at all. But the timing and the accuracy that he hit him with, because he hit him right under his eye, and it was like a downward punch. Like, you know how Tommy Hearns throw that chopping punch? It was like a chopping punch and a downward force. And I think he broke Ramirez's orbital. I think he broke his orbital bone. I think he broke his eye, bro. Um, because he couldn't. He said he was seeing double vision. His eye looked puffy. His eye looked very. That's like the telling signs that you got your orbital bone broken. It bulges out from underneath. It looked like your eye bulging out. He said he had double vision. So yeah, I believe his orbital bone got broken by Espinoza, and it wasn't a violent shot. Like I said, it was just perfect timing and accuracy, proving that you don't need crazy hand power. You need timing, accuracy, and speed. You need to get that at the right time, boom, at the right spot with speed, and that's what he did to Ramirez. And Ramirez looked at the corner, put his hand up like, nah, I'm straight. He pulled a Roberto Duran. No mas, no mas, no mas. No mas. His ass just no mas, bro. That's crazy. No mas is ridiculous. Your pride got to be shattered. All I can say is Oscar Valdez would never. Oscar Valdez was fighting with a broken orbital bone versus Navarrete. He had blood. It was puffed up, bleeding, clotting, and he was still fighting. Dude, crazy. I got to give respect to Oscar Valdez, even though he popped for PEDs, and I don't like PED cheats. Dude, crazy, and I respect it. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, shit, Espinoza move up and fight Navarrete and Oshagi at 130, and I'm gonna make another video about them two, cause that fight is interesting to me. Navarrete and Oshagi at 130, they gotta unify. They gotta unify at 130. Last time I checked, that was Shakur division, and he left them belts to them. Not somebody got to take over. Navarrete and Oshagi, that'll be a great fight. A pressure fighter versus a boxer puncher. Oshagi is a boxer puncher, and Navarrete is a pressure fighter, and that fight gonna be interesting. Usually pressure fighters, they make pure boxers' life hard, because pure boxers like slow, methodical shit, and when you make them think too much, they like to think, but when you make them think too much and you too active, you throw them off. So the best way to beat a pure boxer is to be a pressure fighter. We saw Maidana give trouble to Floyd Mayweather. I think Pitbull will give trouble to Devin Haney. Simply all the pressure. But if Devin Haney can make him miss and make him pay, like what's his name, Ryo, then he'll have a chance. But we know that pressure fighters and these swarmers usually give boxers a hard time, which is why as a pure boxer, you got to evolve to be a boxer puncher. When I think of boxer punchers, I think of Marvin Hagler. I think of Sugar Ray. I think of both Sugar Ray Leonard, Robinson. I think of Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, the first one that come to mind really when I think of boxer punchers. Even Canelo, a boxer puncher. So when you're a pure boxer and you start getting trouble from these pressure fighters, you got to evolve into a boxer puncher. And I think Oshaki is a boxer puncher. He's a boxer and he got good power, and he got good punch placement. So Navarrete versus Oshagi, that'd be a good fight. But I'm gonna talk about the winner in my next video. I'm gonna make y'all wait for that. But yeah, like I'm saying, that'd be a huge fight if Espinoza was to move up and fight him, because Espinoza 6'1". He a big dude, and he's like the Fedora of these little weight classes. Fedora like 6'5", 6'6" at welterweight, super welterweight. Espinoza 6'1", fighting 126 pounders, 130 pounders. I don't think you understand how overpowered that is. I'm 5'10", 155, 160. This dude, he what, 3 inches taller than me, but he weigh like 20 pounds less than me. He weighed 20, 30 pounds less than me, and he fighting these tiny dudes. You know, my best friend, 130 pounds. He like 5'4". One of my closest partners, like 5'4", 5'5", 130. So a 6'1" dude is fighting those guys. So he's overpowered at those weight divisions. But I would love to see him move up and see if he would still have that same dominance over these guys. So that'd definitely be a huge fight. Whenever there's a huge guy, just period, fighting, and it's a spectacle. No matter if he big like Tyson Fury, or if he lanky like Fedora and Espinoza, it's always interesting. And it's always interesting when you got a stocky fighter beating all the big fighters, like Tank Davis, Pitbull. So when a stocky fighter fight a lanky fighter, it's always gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? When a small stocky dude fight a tall lanky dude, it's always interesting. But those fights would be big. It'll be interesting style matchups. And yeah, this was a solid night for boxing altogether. 2 round 6 stoppages actually. 2 round 6 stoppages and a dominant decision. And Richardson Hitchens, I'm gonna make another video about that. Richardson Hitchens, one of the judges in Australia, tried to rob him by making it like 117, 111. That was a bigger margin for Paro than the other 2 judges gave Hitchens. It was ridiculous. The dude tried to rob Richardson Hitchens in broad day, and everybody was talking about it. And then all the commentators, was it Chris Mannix, all them dudes, talking about for the best interest of the zone, it'll be their best interest for what's his name, Paro, to win and go to Australia and defend his belt against Kambosos. What are you talking about? Bro, they was in Puerto Rico first of all. The fight didn't look like it sold out crazy. There was a lot of seats available. Um, and the people they was on the side of the challenger because they didn't like Paro beating their king and then coming back to their home like he run that shit. I would have been mad too. That's like I'm from New Orleans. That's like if Devin Haney whooped Regis Prograis ass in New Orleans and came back to New Orleans and just started beating people. I'd be like, nah, that's crazy. I'll feel some type of way, you know. But yeah, it was a solid night for boxing. I'm gonna talk about Navarrete, Oscar Valdez in the next video. And yeah, 2 round 6 stoppages. It was a real interesting night. We got to see Richardson Hitchens put on a hell of a show. We got to see Navarrete put on a hell of a show. And I'm excited for the future of these weight divisions. You know, these light and middle weight divisions. 140 is in an interesting place now. Teofimo got to drop his nuts. Devin Haney coming back. Devin Haney, Richardson Hitchens would be a spectacle. Two pure boxers. Hitchens got a little bit more power. Haney got a little bit more speed. That'll be a hell of a night. And I can't wait. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.